Hey, hey, hey everyone. Hey Robbie. Hey Bright Star. I hope you all are doing well tonight. I just wanted to, Bright Star, you caught alive. Congratulations. Congratulations. Um, so I just want to talk about a couple of things. First, I'll start off with the whole Lolo thing regarding the read, her reading the Heart of Philadelphia's book. Hey D1, I I don't think it's right because if you go back to Sean Bradley's live, that's where she got the idea. And the idea was only to mess with the Reed's money. You know, they said that on that live. And if that was her intent, rather not to inform, then I think that's kind of messed up because you didn't do it from an entertainment perspective. You did it to maybe be malicious. And it was stated in that video, and that video's there. I'm not going to play that video because, that's someone's, I don't think I have a positive rapport with Sean, so I'm not going to add to that by playing his video, but it's on there and you will see that, what's her name? Lolo came to the idea because of what Sean basically recommended, and then they said to mess up her bag, and I'm talking about a Reed's bag. Okay, thank you, Robbie. So yeah, I don't, like I say, if anything, we should all be happy, but I don't think people like to see other people achieve great things, because let's say if the tables were reversed, you know, like what if Sean came out with a book? Would everybody be in such an uproar? I think not. I don't know. So, um, but I do wish, Reed, she came up with the idea. And like I said last night, maybe Sean is worried that the producers will, now get in touch with Reed because she now has given them somewhat of a foundation that they can go by and build off of if they wanted to do a season 2, 3, and 4. Because I think Sean is worried about this because we know that the producers are not loyal to Sean. If they were willing to contact James Caldwell and reach out to him and not let Sean stay abreast on their communications, I don't think they really have any loyalty to Sean. And I think Sean knows this. So maybe that's why he's freaking out a little bit, because now it's been advertised that someone else in this arena has, you know, given the producers the opportunity to maybe go another way or create another project. So he may be insecure about that. That's what I'm feeling. But it's just kind of sad for people to sabotage another person's. And I know Jay Dunn was saying there's tons of audio things on YouTube where people are reading, I think she referenced Lord of the Rings or something, but we know that Reed isn't a huge franchise like that. So I think this is being intentionally done to hurt her pockets, which is unfortunate, because if anything, we should be trying to unite and see what great opportunities can come out of this. So, well, Purple Kitten, maybe so. I don't know. So that's my thoughts on it. And the thing with Lolo, I was disappointed in Lolo because I know she has a good spirit, and I've been on Lolo's channel, like we've interacted, even when people were trying to banish me. And it seems, and Lolo, this is no diss to you, but it seems like when you get with other YouTubers, they dictate how you treat other people. Like you're one way when you're on your platform, but when you're with the big boys, you have to follow their, how they treat another person, even though you don't agree with that. And I've been witness to that, and I've actually experienced that. And like I said, it's not a knock on her, but I feel Lolo did this because she sees that her channel is growing, and that's what she wanted, and she sees the opportunity. So let me see what you guys are saying in the chat. So yeah, so that's basically my thoughts on that. Like I don't think people should be reading people's whole books on there just to hurt their bag. Like that's the motivation behind it. And I keep repeating that, but I think it's so key because put yourself in that shoe. Let's see if Lolo had a book that came out about this sector that she wrote regarding being friends with Phi Babe and Bama Girl and all that. And then read that out loud to hurt her sales. I don't think that's a good look. I don't think that's a good look at all. The other thing I want to talk about is, switching subjects, is Subbies controlling YouTubers. And yeah, well, Bright Star, that's unfortunate, but people starting their channel out, they have to do what the larger content creator says. So I feel, now I'm going to go on to my experience, okay? So I personally feel that I haven't done anything to be blacked out. I have not disrespected anyone. And when I get on a platform, I come on speaking about the commentary that the content creator is talking about. So, recently, Duchess Kelly Love has blacked me out or whatever he said he's going to do. And I was like, wow. And he said he had no issue with me, but my situation was draining. And I feel as the content creator, you choose what the questions that people ask. So if people are coming up on the panel asking me questions, then you can easily say, hey, we're sticking to the matter at hand. We're sticking to the commentary at hand. This is not about Sir King. If you want to ask Sir King a question about what was discussed during this broadcast, then I accept that. But to ask questions about himself or things that are not related to this or something that happened in another live, then that's not fair to my viewers. And I felt that could have been rectified that way. But to say that, you're listening to people because I'm becoming, taking over, or it's becoming too draining, or because I'm not revealing anything about who I am. I never came on the scene to have anything talked about me. I came on to offer verbal commentary regarding what the content creators were talking about. And if people want to come up on the panel and start asking me questions, then out of fairness to your platform, I feel that you should be able to check those panelists, and I don't think you should have what LSA or what somebody writes in your chat, because people like to jump on the hate train. You said yourself, Duchess, that you enjoy the banter, you thought it was somewhat fun. So to have people just like push somebody off that's provoking thought on your channel, I thought was kind of wrong, but it is what it is. No, Bright Spot, I believe all I do is ask questions, and I feel like I ask questions about what the content creator is talking about. You know what I mean? It's just like, I hate to say this, but I feel like we don't like to think about anything in the sector. Like, we feel like what somebody tells us, it is, and we don't, if they're giving commentary, then if anybody gets on there and asks questions about certain things, then they quick to, want to banish them. That's how I feel. I don't feel like I've done anything different than anybody else. That's what I feel. I don't attack people. I'm very reserved, so I don't know why people were like, and Duchess was like, yeah, we need to continue with this blackout because it's getting draining. Well, I didn't come on scene to be asked to be figured out. I just came on scene to offer commentary that was what the content creator was talking about. That's all. That's it. And if you want to limit me to 2 minutes to 5 minutes, I will accept that. But somehow it seems that when I offer commentary, it gets people to start thinking and becoming engaged. Not saying that they weren't engaged prior, but I don't know. That's what I see. Yeah, that's what I felt, Bright Star. I felt like he said that until we see something different, then I'm not going to let him on. It's his platform and his rules, but it's just bothersome that somebody is asking questions on the commentary that the content creator is providing, and there's backlash. So, okay, so let me see something. So I know last night we talked about this bot that's dealing with Socialnator. Hold on one second. So this is Socialnator. Like I said last night, this is basically a software program where you can go and, I guess, do automation from a marketing standpoint. If you want to get your content out there, or if you want to get your presence out there, this is what they're using. So I know you've seen Tom and Logan who says, "Can we be friends?" This is basically the program that's doing it. Okay, so I know I touched on this last night, so I'm bringing it back because hopefully we can get this video working. So we'll see. Okay, so here's the video that I want you guys to look at if you have any interest in understanding why this bot is happening and how it works. So let's hit play.
Just gonna check out, and they have tutorials for every feature, which is crazy. So, how to auto-comment on YouTube using Socialnator. So I've done videos on the past about the Tom comment bot, where they would just spam comments across YouTube, and they'd be on pretty much every YouTube video posted. Well, this is probably how they did it.
For keywords, let's type cover, for example, then click add. So this will target videos containing this keyword and comment on them.
So what this guy is saying is that you can have your channel automatically comment on videos with keywords that you enter, or you could add specific video links, or for even more spam, you could target a whole channel and comment on every video the channel uploads. You have a lot of options with the Socialnator thing. I can't see Tom adding every single channel to the list, so he probably put very broad keywords such as, like, I don't know, video or something. Pretty sure that would target, like, every video, right? You see here, this is where you put the comment in. This guy gave the example of awesome, so this awesome comment is going to be spammed everywhere on YouTube. You do have to connect your Google account so that they can comment on your behalf, so I don't recommend you use this at all. First of all, it's spam, but also, don't give them access to your accounts. Going through more of the settings, you can see you can filter the videos by channel subscriber count, views, keywords and titles and descriptions, so that you can get the exact video you want to comment on. You can also target individual channels. So for example, a MrBeast spam bot would have MrBeast channel URL in their settings, so that every time he uploads, they always comment. Now, if you do look at the settings, there's also the ability to blacklist a channel, so I guess if you ever come across a spam comment on your channel, I suppose the best reply would be something around the lines of, "Hey, can you blacklist my channel from your spam bot application, please? Thank you very much." Here you can put delays between comments so that it doesn't seem like you're a bot, which is pretty sneaky. You can set how many comments are put on videos per hour, and for how many videos, how many comments per day, per week. There is actually a lot of settings with this application or software or whatever. Here you can decide what time of day you want the spam comments to be posted. So once you decide all your settings correctly and stuff, if you put, like, let's say gaming videos as keywords, this software will use your Google account to automatically comment on gaming videos. And this part was interesting because it showed how many times you can do it. Right here they have activity speed where you can basically set how many comments you post. And I'm pretty sure that Tom had, like, a very high activity speed.
Okay, so basically what that video was saying is the reason that you see all those, like, I don't know, bot comments that say, can we be friends, is because that person is using Socialnator. They're connecting their own YouTube account to it, and they're basically using keywords such as, let's say, most of our videos here are in people and blogs. So he uses those keywords to target every video, or he's targeted by subscriber count or any other, criteria that the Socialnator program has. So I hope that's giving you some insight into what's going on and why you see that under various videos and so forth. So if you have any questions, let me know right now. Thank you, Dazzle. I saw your comment. I appreciate the congratulations. Miss Gifted and Anointed, thank you for your comment as well. So does anyone have any questions? If they do, I want to address them right now because I'm going to move on to something else. Okay, so I guess you guys don't. Yeah, thank you, Bright Spot. Okay, so now I'm going to. There's something I talked to you guys about last night regarding Jay Wilson and Nesto Mess. And Nesto Mess, I guess, asked Jay Wilson to exonerate her from extorting him. But I found it very troubling that Nesto Mess looked into, Jay Wilson's records because she works for a property management firm. And Jay Wilson was okay with this. Yeah, Southern Belle, I'll answer that at the end. What was I saying? Yeah, so she works for a property management firm, and she was able to find out the status of his mortgage and all this other stuff. And I thought it was really weird because Jay Wilson was like, first I thought he was saying it was going to be a joke. Like, no, she doesn't. But he actually said that she does. And it was weird to me because he was okay with her having like access to his private records and everything else. So it was just really, really weird. I'm going to play that clip and I'm going to show you that she actually, the big thing is that Jay Wilson said she doesn't have his number. And at the end of this clip, I'm going to show you like a diagram that shows you that she actually does have access to his number and other like financial information. So hold on one second. Let me get the video. So here's the video, you all. I'm about to play it now. And just watch all the way through. There's going to be some key points I want you to notice is about how he tries to correct her and says that she doesn't work for the mortgage company. She corrects him and says that she doesn't, but she works for the property management firm. And just notice the look on her face as well. And one other thing, Jay Wilson says that he doesn't care if she has access. He says if they have access, they have access. So just look out for those key points.
Ask you a favor, please. Can you just please reiterate the fact that I did not extort you and that I was not calling you behind the scenes as myself or as Craig, please?
Yeah, let me say this, you all, because people gonna ride this to the hill. What happens was that, first of all, if this person has access, they have access. Big deal. Ness No Mess is not employed by my mortgage company. That's number one. Ness No Mess is employed by my homeowners association to make sure you keep your grass cut, to make sure that you don't have your house painted black and orange, that type of stuff. The homeowners association keeps the value of the homes up. Okay, so let me say that. She has no way of knowing anything
And to
about
clarify, it's not the homeowners association, it's the property management company.
Okay, well, I'll pay my HOA fees there. So,
you better.
So it has nothing to do with my mortgage. So that's what I want to say, number one. Number two is we did not talk on the phone during that situation. However, and let me say this too, Ness No Mess doesn't have my phone number. But Ness No Mess and I did have a conversation because she wanted some advice and I gave it to her.
Okay, so you guys can see that she admitted to working for the property management firm. But this is the thing. I'm going to pull up a chart that shows potentially what information she had access to. Hold on one second. Okay. So, this property management chart also deals with rentals, but it also deals with homes and mortgages. So you can see that she had access to his mortgage and utility information, accounting information, and repair and maintenance service. So she actually did have access to his telephone number, which is kind of creepy, like that she admitted that she worked for the property management firm that, had records on his home. So I was this isn't the first time she mentioned this. So I was kind of perplexed as to why he is giving her this pass as if to know his personal information. It's kind of creepy. Well, Dazzle, she does have access to. I'm sure she does have access to his number. Because if she could look up the status of his mortgage, I'm sure the homeowner information is right there in the next column. Yeah, I don't know. I just think it was kind of scary for her because this was at the time, I think, that we didn't even know who Ness No Mess was. So, that's my insights on that. I think it's just kind of messed up, that people are looking up other people's records, and using their, their employment and other means to do so. So. Okay, the next thing I want to say, you guys, Rico is having a cash out party tomorrow night on his channel. It's to help him with his rent. The only reason I am showing this is because I felt that Jay Wilson kind of exploited him in his interview with Rico. So if you like Rico, put this in your calendar. It's tomorrow night at 7:30 Eastern Time. It's a cash out party for him. Okay. Okay, that's all I pretty much have tonight. Do you guys have any other questions? Last night we discussed, well, you know what? I'm going to be a little bit, I'm not going to say petty, but let me do this. I want to replay the video. And Dazzle, since you're here and you're a nurse, you can let me know if this is, or you're in the medical profession, you can let me know if this is okay for someone to say. And this is regarding the N-word. I know that's quite controversial lately, but I think this guy was playing in our faces. And I want to play it one more time. And let me know what you guys think. Hold on.
disease is like no other that we've ever encountered. It can get into your eyeballs. It can get into your nose. It can get into your mouth. If someone sneezes 6 minutes ago and you walk behind them, you could possibly inhale that shit. This disease doesn't care about where you live. It doesn't care about how fucking ghetto you are, how hood you are, how Hispanic you are like me, how nigga you are. It does not care.
Ooh, you can't say that, Max.
Ooh,
Max. Ooh, you get ready to start a
have.
riot, Max. Ooh, please, Max. No. No, Max. No N-word. Ooh, no, because you'll start a riot in here. So, Max, go ahead, but ooh, not that word.
I'm trying to excite people.
I guess you just did. It'll be on YouTube tomorrow. Trust me. Lord Jesus, please don't be like
what I'm telling you guys.
But they'll put you with Jason, honey. They'll put you with Jason.
No, I hate Jason. I
got you. They'll put you with Jason. I got you.
I hate everything he stands for. I'm sorry. I hate everything he stands for. But what I'm trying to tell you guys is it has no boundaries. This disease, whether it's natural or man-made, we don't know. You will not know for a long time.
Now, Max.
We have to protect ourselves. And
now, Max.
You see people out there.
You just tried it, Max.
Max. So you got Jay Gunn on here. Go ahead, Jay.
You tried it, Max.
Let's talk.
Yeah, because everybody is embracing you. But why when we get you an inch, you gotta take them out?
What do you mean?
Because you just used the N-word. I think people.
I also used the spick word. I also used, other pejoratives.
I will say this, Max, though. I like you a lot, but Max, that. Okay, so I basically wanted to just, I know I addressed that. I made a video last night about that, but I just wanted to bring that up again because, I don't know, I just felt he was playing in their faces and Jay Wilson giggling and not admonishing him in a stern way sends the wrong message, And he even said that he did that. He said that word to incite. So it wasn't like you could say, oh, he slipped up because he knew what he was saying. And I'm just showing this again because I think he's playing in our faces, and I think he felt real comfortable because one, he didn't respect the people, so forth, and I don't know, I just thought it was kind of wrong. So, no, Yolanda, I don't know, but I think respect. We have to show people to give, to tell people to give us respect, and I think when we giggle and we're not stern, it sends the wrong message. Because what if someone would have called him, a racist term, what he thought it would be okay to say? And the sad thing about it was it took Jay Dunn to call him out. That's the saddest thing about this, is that it took Jay Dunn to call him out. Because Jay Wilson giggling wasn't enough reinforcement to let him know that it wasn't wrong. Gemini, they question me regarding anything I say, but they didn't even question this man even 1/4 of what they, done to me. Well, Dazzle, I don't know, Dazzle. I think people can read Jay Wilson, and they know that if they come in a comedic and sly sense, that they can get away with a certain amount of things. But if they come in a stern way, then that he gonna let it slide. Like you see, Max came in there acting, like he was cool and suave, and he was familiar with the culture, and He slipped in and said he did it on purpose. He said, I did it to incite. I knew I would get a rise out of you, and I did it on purpose to convey my message. And I think that's dead wrong. Yeah, Gemini, I think they were familiar with him. So well, Rita girl, I'm glad I am starting to grow on you. Yeah. So, this is not a self-sympathy message, but I just want to say this again. The whole blackout thing, I totally don't agree with that. I think that I've piqued interest, and unfortunately that's deviated or interfered with the YouTubers like that I go on their platform. I feel that I may have taken away attention from them. That was by no design. But I also want to say it's within their power, though they can reel, the conversation into what they were talking about. It's not always about me. I don't come in there seeking validation. I just seek in there hoping to have a productive conversation with, the host and whoever joins the panel. It's not my intention to ever go on someone's platform and expect it to be about me, because 9 out of 10 times I get on there to add to the discussion. So I just want that to be known. I never want it to be about me, and the content creator has the power to say no. You don't ask questions about what he did in another live. We're talking about healthcare. So if he's contributing about healthcare, we're going to stick to questions about healthcare, not about who he is, because he didn't come on to discuss his 6-pack, his 28-inch waist, or, his triceps or his finger. So well, Dazzle Mavic, I think that's just going to add some more separation if we do that. Yeah, I agree, Gemini. They keep asking the same questions. That's why it's redundant, and that's why it's turning people off. OMG really say, as Sir King, I didn't see the entire video, but is the issue the way he addressed him? Because he did tell him he couldn't use that word. I'm asking, just trying to clarify. OMG really, no, it's not that. It's that for another person of a different race to say the N-word in front of another black person, I feel is very disrespectful. Especially when it's just disrespectful. And Jay Wilson didn't check him in a manner where he will learn not to do that. He checked him in a manner where he giggled about it and then lied and said that he used the same equivalent to describe a Mexican person when he didn't. He said the word Mexican. He said ghetto, he said hood, he said Mexican, and then he said the N-word. He didn't say, when he said Mexican, he didn't say the equivalent to the N-word as, the word is for Mexican. So one, he lied, and then Jay Wilson giggled. Like, that's why I feel like nobody's ever going to learn to respect, not stop using that word if they can say it in your presence and you giggle about it. Because he did not have any qualms with saying, oh, I did it to incite. I would never say I did something to incite you when I just said, it's like, I don't give a damn how you feel, and I'm going to tell you why I did it. That's what that came across to me as. Right. And Rita girl, you bring up an excellent point. I don't think I'm doing anything different from Pizarro and Kwani. Like, most of the times, no offense, they don't even add anything to the discussion. they jump up there on someone's platform to curse somebody out. And I don't curse people out. I want to ask the content creator, why do you feel that way? What made you think that way? How did that happen? And, I think people just love to hate people. Like Blue Lotus. Yeah, her sound is jacked up. And sometimes I feel that she just hogs up space on the screen. But in all honesty, she didn't never do anything to get the hate that she got. So. Mm. No, Robbie. He said Mexican, or well, he said Mexican or Hispanic, but when they asked him, he said, "Oh, I use other, inflammatory terms such as, the spick word," and he never said the spick word. He sat up there and lied. I had someone leave me a comment and say that he said NIGGA, and to me, I find that the same equivalent. I don't see that as a term of endearment. I don't. Yeah, Gemini. I feel like it gets redundant because I'm constantly being interrogated. Like, okay, I didn't come for you to find out who I am and where I come from. I come to just, add to the topic at hand. I think a lot of people listen to the detractors rather than the people who actually enjoy the commentary. Like Duchess Kelly Love said something today. He listened to one comment where someone said that maybe his views had increased because of my presence. That's not the case, but there is a certain maybe component there that people enjoy, or maybe that got people talking. So you're going to take that away because one person made one comment in their observation. I don't get the mindset of that. You could still say you have control of your platform, but say, you know what? You're only going to be over here 5 minutes. So it is what it is. Hey, Mama Pat. Yeah, bright star. Yeah, but she's got to learn to handle that. That's part of being an avatar. Everybody's not going to accept you. So you can't run off when, and she needs to stop looking at the chat. She needs to stop looking at the chat. If you're going to be on somebody's platform and you're going to be part of their broadcast, which you voluntarily accepted to do, then there's going to be some heat to come with that. So just because they start hurling insults at you and you don't have to watch the chat, don't complain about it and run away. That's why people keep saying, hey, oh, you must enjoy it. No, I don't enjoy it, but I'm not going to let you know that you can run me off. So, hello, Mama Pat. Are there any other questions that you guys have? I'm about to end this because those are the only 3 things I really wanted to talk about primarily. So if you have any other questions, I'll try to answer them. Thank you, Gemini. I will do that. Hey, Heavy Bear. Yeah, and this is another thing. This is not to exonerate Tracy, but someone put out information in Tracy's live, and they were getting Tracy to read it on air, and she accidentally did. And people are now saying that Tracy did that on purpose, and Tracy did not do it. She did not even know who the person was that she was speaking about. So subscribers play a lot of games. Thank you, Mama Pat. Thank you, Yolanda. Hello, Tiffany Jones. Hey, Drunk Meek. Yeah, hey, Drunk Meek. I just wanted to say, to Drunk Meek, I appreciate her support. When they tried to black me out the first time, she did something very generous, and I appreciate her doing that. And Drunk Meek, it's unfortunate that they're trying to do it again, when I haven't even done anything to, you know what happened the first time, Drunk Meat. So try to do that again, I think that's just, kind of wrong. But it is what it is. Well, thank you, Drunk Meat. So if anybody has any other questions, let me know. I'm here to answer any questions that you guys may have concerning what's going on. Like I said, we covered the whole thing with the bots, the whole thing with Lolo reading the Reed's book. We covered Jay Wilson, someone not standing up and, chastising that guy Max. And I could understand if Max had been on Jay Wilson's platform for like a lot of times and they were able to build a rapport, but this is like the first time we've seen that guy. So to say that word, he kind of felt comfortable. Jason, I don't even know why you over here, dude. I don't know. I'm gonna get a lot of flack for you being over here. Let me just say this, Let me just say this real quick, okay? Jason, I'm gonna be transparent with you, and I honestly think you do a lot of things to provoke, and you say a lot of things that deep down I think you've had a lot of interaction with black people, and for some reason you are playing a villain, and I don't know why that is. I don't excuse your actions. I don't excuse what you've done, but you don't operate in the traditional way that we know a racist does, because obviously we've seen that you like to be in the company and interact with people who are of African American or black descent. So, Jason, you don't dictate what I answer and what I don't answer, okay? You need to tread lightly, dude, please. Yeah, he does, Robbie, he does. Yeah, Rita Girl, but I don't think they should go. And when this is Rita Girl's questions about Nesto Mess asking her about people going after her. I agree, Rita. People have to be careful how they go at people, how they attack people, because you instantly make enemies when you do that. And I think she's been, she's experiencing that. He probably blocked everybody in this chat, so it's okay. It's okay. Okay. Does anybody else have any other questions? I would really like for Jay Wilson to just give insight as to why he, responded to that Max guy the way he did. It wasn't in a stern way. And I wish he would have, because he could have still had interaction with Max, but let him know that, hey, that's not something you feel okay, because you know what? Max was probably testing that panel out to see if he can say that word in the workplace and in the real world. And I think Jay Wilson let him know that it was okay, Southern Belle, which song? There was two songs. There was one that sounded like Chopper, and there was the one that I played at the beginning of this broadcast. Jason, I don't know. I don't want to give him any shine, but I honestly feel sorry for the guy. I really do. I really do feel sorry for the guy. I really do. I don't know him. I don't know his history. But when you see someone, you just feel sorry for the guy. Okay. Hold on one second. I'm gonna try to find that song for you. Okay, the song is "Share the Love." I think it's by Sentimental Records or something like that. Jason, like, dude, um, I'm not trying to pity you. If anything, you should be damn receptive that I'm giving you the benefit of the doubt, which I'm probably going to get freaking yelled at because I'm even like entertaining you. I don't know where you get off where you think you can dictate the terms about what I have to answer and what I don't. Like I don't get that, man. Like you just like mad. Sometimes you like mad disrespectful, and then when people treat you with respect, you just not you're not receptive of that, Jason. Come on, dude. Everybody hates you, and then when somebody shows you is civil with you, you're not even respectful of that, Jason. Like I said, I don't know you. I don't care for you. I think some of the things are crazy that you've done. And Summer Breeze, did she say anything crazy? If she did, Gemini probably did. Yeah, but Jason, you can't just tell somebody to answer the question. Jason, I don't want to answer that question. Hey, Shay's still standing. No, Bryce, I think that song definitely sounds like Chopper. And if it is, it's a great song, and I wish he would get back to um, doing music. Jason, tell them whatever you want, dude. Tell them whatever you want. Like, let me say this to you guys, people who are here, because I personally feel Jason has an affinity for the black culture, and he messed up. I don't know if he has to seek attention or what, but I feel he messed up. And I think he had a certain niche in this community that would have been, you know, that would have gotten him a lot of popularity. But he started with that racist stuff and saying that stuff and doing that stuff to offend, and people remember that. And I don't think he needed to take that approach because maybe he is, I don't know. But I think he regrets that reproach because that follows him. And I think he didn't have to take that reproach. And I think if he took a different approach, he could have a larger following because he does have an affinity for the black culture. And, but maybe he regrets that now. Maybe he enjoys the attention from being a villain, but I'm not trying to explain anything, but this is my observation. And no, I don't support or condone anything he did. This is just my observation. No, Jason, no, I wasn't. I was not around for your entrance of anything. I didn't know anything involving you and whatever they say, Tasha K. So, no, I wasn't. That's not even true. But Jason, I'm sorry, everyone. I don't mean to turn this into the Jason exchange. But Jason, you have to understand that they can label you whatever they wanted to label you. Even when you came in the front door, it's your actions that people will soon judge you by. And once they see that there's nothing to suffice those accusations, those things will soon drop because your actions will speak for themselves. And your actions have only substantiated what they have said about you, Jason. And like I said, I don't know you. But if you ain't a racist, you're sure not doing anything to prove them wrong. And as we see, you love to prove people wrong, and you're not doing that. I'm sorry, Bright Star. Hold on. But see, Bright Star, I don't care. I don't care what they say about me working with Jason because I'm the only one that took my black ass over on his platform to check him about using the N-word. All the men in this sector, I don't care. People don't. I'm not one of those people who can sit back and say, "Hey, why did you do it that way?" But you're not doing anything to fix it. It's like complaining about a pothole in the road, and everybody walking around it, but continuously complaining about it. And then when I try to fix it, they're like, "Why did you try to fix it?" Doesn't make any sense to me. Good night, Yolanda. Pandora Childs, I don't believe in that mindset. I'll tell you a story. I had a librarian. This librarian was racist. Like you can tell how like she treated the white kids totally different than she treated the black kids. Totally different. But I was a kid that came in there, did what I had to do, abide by the rules. She was very a stickler on not making no noise in there, nothing. You get what I'm saying? Like, so I did what I had to do. I didn't go out of my way to conform to her rules, but if there was rules in the library, such as, be quiet, don't come in there making noise and all that stuff, and we developed a rapport where I think my interaction changed her perception of young black men. So, and she was well into her 60s. So, Southern Belle, it's okay. I understand. In the chat, you can behave whatever way you want to. And sometimes we get a high off of, adding to the commentary. We like when people laugh at our comments, So, and if we say anything that's opposite of that, then they won't be laughing at our comments. I understand the rationale of people in the chat. No, I'm serious. Like, and let me go in, let me tell you a little bit about myself. So, since y'all want to know about me, I'm going to go in because a little bit. So, I was really bothered by Brianna calling me to help because, in my experience, people will look at other people that they felt that they were superior to, and, especially white people, and say, oh, they're just to help. So, when she did that shit to me, I was like, damn. That brings back some stuff as a child. Like, somebody just calling you to help, and you have to be careful of the vernacular you use. I wouldn't dare call a maid, "Oh, you're just to help," because that person is still an individual. We're not in no indentured servitude times and stuff like that. Yeah, I understand drunk meat. I understand. But sometimes, like when a person come to your platform, you can let them know what's up. So. Anybody else has any other questions? I know this kind of took a left, but it may have been needed. So. But Pandora, I just read your comment. It's not our job to teach anyone anything, and I totally agree with you. But I don't know. I just feel like if we come to the table, like let me just share this. I remember one time I was at a church, and this was a black church, and they had a town hall meeting, and the people were upset about the actions of the police, whatever going on or whatever. And And the mayor was there, and the police department was there, and everything. And I'm sitting there because I was concerned about what was going on as well. And I don't know, maybe I'm very perceptive on how to deal with people and get them to understand. But these officials were up there on the altar of the church, sitting there, and the people in, I guess you could say the pews or whatever, their dialogue and exchange with the mayor and the police officials, top officials, was not. They were just very angry. I understand it, but they were also very disrespectful, and they were threatening them with, not electing them. It was just very disrespectful, and I felt like those officials were not disrespectful to them back. And I could see that the mayor, I could see that the police officials were turned off. Yeah, there was a concern, but they didn't give two craps because they were being yelled at and belittled by people who were being affected. It wasn't a respectful conversation, and the people who could maybe make a change were totally turned off. And I just felt as if like there was a more civil conversation, a lot of progress could have been made that night. So yeah, drunk me, I understand that. I don't always want things to be about race. All right, so everyone, I'm going to, unless you guys have more questions, I appreciate your support. Make sure you thumbs up the video. If you have more questions, I'm here to answer them. I just don't want to leave you guys on a cliffhanger. Thank you, Shay Real. Homeless advocate, no, I'm not a Libra, but I'm not gonna give up my sign this time. Thank you, Purple Kitten. Thank you, Drunk Mink. I appreciate it. I just want y'all to understand, like, you catch more, what they say, more bees with honey. And I guess a lot of times, even when you go to the superstore, I like to say superstore, but the supermarket or department store, if you go to the department manager and be respectful and express with them your concern, that goes a whole lot farther than you yelling at them, telling that you're going to call corporate. You can still call corporate, but you probably would have got everything you wanted done and then some if you just treated them with respect, explain the situation, and let them know that, there is a concern, there is a need, but you did so in a respectful, because at the end of the day, people just want to be respected. Well, Pandora, let me know when you find it. Sorry, Pandora. Yeah, I'm sorry, everyone, if that person blocked you, and they somewhat derailed the live, but they came in asking questions, and hopefully you heard my words. Like, dude, you don't have to be the way that you're doing, and I'm sorry if someone hurt you or whatever, but you said you came in being labeled a racist, but if you ain't, you sure ain't showing it. You don't have to be that guy, so that's all I have to say to you. Bright Star, I don't care. Bright Star, I don't care what people think. I don't care what people think. Like, I don't care. Like I said, I'm the only one that I've seen that took my black ass over here. But you know what the craziest thing is? Wolverine is over there chumming it up with him all the damn time. And I ain't seen no damn movements of blacking out Wolverine. Okay, he's even told you that he hangs out or he talks with him behind the scenes. So, but they don't have no problem in entertaining him. But I go over there to have a discussion to represent or to support all of us, and they want to jump down my damn throat. Like, I can't believe the hypocrisy that people say. I can't believe it. Gemini, no, I don't. So, I'm about to end this live. So thank you guys for your support. I'm going to play the song that sounds like Chopper. I'm going to play the song that sounds like Chopper upon the exit. And I hope you have a great night. Hold on one second. Put a one in the chat if you can hear me. I don't think you guys can hear me when the music's playing. Yeah, I don't think you guys can hear me with the music. Alright, you guys can hear me clearly? Or just muffled? Thank you, Purple Kitten. Oh, okay, so if you guys can hear me clearly, like I said, thank you all for coming. I'm sorry for the conversation going left, but sometimes when you get the opportunity to express things to certain people, then you need to do that. And continue to be yourselves. Continue to be yourself. Often hard to do, and just show each other respect. At the end of the day, that's all I can really say. And if you have any topics that you want me to discuss in the next live, make sure you put them in the comment section. It doesn't have to pretend to the B sector at all. Just I could do the necessary research and try to see what information I can gather. Because Drunk Meek, I think it sounds like Chopper. If you ever listen to Chopper's music, I think it does. Heavily flavored, that's not nice. All right, everyone, have a great night. Robbie, thank you again for your excellent moderator skills. Thank you, Shay Real. Make sure you hit the thumbs up button. Share the live if you can. And I'll talk to you guys soon. Drunk Meek, stop hating. All right, take care, guys. Peace.